Once again, it's on. Yeah. Alright, man, we in the building, man. First and foremost, let's let it be known it is my motherfucking birthday. Happy birthday to myself. Probably the closest I'm gonna get to a happy birthday around this motherfucker. But it's all good. Second of all, let me give a shout out to baby girl. Hold up. Get right. Get my girls up in here. Get my goddamn girls up in here, man. Gotta get my girls up in here. I'm wildin'. Get them in there. No left in the building. Baby girl as well. Bow. Yes, sir. We have to get shot at rock in the building, man. 313, what's up? What up, though? All that good shit. Yeah, man. We got a little, do a little recap on something dealing with that rites of passage thing. We'll get into that a little later, though. If not, later on this week. But, we'll get the juice in there. Yeah, man. So, I was gonna get up into this, this is a good book right here, man. The Coming of a Cosmic Christ by Matthew Fox. Now, I think this would be a perfect opportunity to finish what I was saying about the whole go what I once said before, but just probably go a little bit more in detail about the whole Jesus thing. Now, don't get me wrong, one of the biggest mind control tactics that they was trying to use with that was basically I wrote this shit down because this goddamn book is so hard to find shit. He ain't got no damn. Let me see if I can find. I hope I wrote this shit down. Okay, that should be it right there. This should be it, hopefully. We're gonna do some birthday related shit too. I'm trying to find this. I couldn't find it. There's one place that was talking about they got a symbol for the cake or the hot bun. But I couldn't find that one. But it was fitting because I was looking at some other shit I wanted to show y'all today. And just happened to bump into that on my birthday. But in the midst of, I can't find it now. I should have wrote the fucking page down. But I found another page dealing with, which is a little bit better. And you'll see why. But but I found that in commission of looking for the page that had the symbol for the cake. But basically the symbol, I can draw it though. But I want to read it. And it ain't it. Basically, like I said, it all goes back to the same thing I've been showing you with the creation and everything. But we're going to start right here. Well, first and foremost, let me say this, which is interesting. And then we'll get into that. And shout out to Eddie Kane, man. Eddie Kane, Palo, Michael, I think his last name Michael V or something like that. Yeah, I could be getting the last name wrong, but it's crazy because if it is, it's V. I know it's with a V. It starts with a V. I think it's VD or something like that. Shout out to my guy though, man. And I'm quite sure, I don't know about nowhere else, but I'm quite sure if you in Houston, you probably been waiting for nice. You've been waiting for fucking raindrops to fall around this motherfucker. It is hot as a bitch. And I'm a son baby. I'm like, come on, man, goddamn. This shit is taking, this shit is, this shit is crazy. I can't even lie. I say, I gotta get my shit together in some form of fashion. I gotta get me my car on the road, some AC, cause, that motherfucking sun, bro, that hoe is kicking ass. We ain't seen no fucking rain since every time I do a video for school, it rained, rightfully so. It rained by either the next day or a day or two after, whatever, which makes sense. That's to show you how the power to control the weather. But we always had that ability. But can't just know any geek off the street just be doing this shit, because you know how niggas is. A nigga take advantage of shit. The niggas that really can do this shit without even trying. Like me, I'm not gonna wake up. Well, I think I wanted to rain every day and get to doing some shit now. But till you start trying to do it like that, it won't even work. But if you notice, every time I ever did this video about school, that next day, or like the first time last year, I think it rained, it got real cold and shit or whatever. It was a Thor thing or whatever. But anyway, with the weather altered. But anyway, let me just say, it says, they're the legend of Herucules, which is fitting because we're finna go into Krishna too. That's another. I know Herucules isn't as popular, or I wouldn't think it is as popular with the kids today, or like it was when we was growing up. Hercules was, well known or whatever. I think now, you don't really. He's not that popular of a guy these days or whatever. Hercules and Xena, the warrior princes and all that shit. But Hercules is just another version of Herucules. That's what I'm telling you niggas. I hope New York ain't get too upset when I said what I said. Don't get me wrong, hip hop did start in the Bronx, don't get me wrong. But what we call rapping is actually just another form. So you would say rap started in the Bronx. Well, we're just not to get too confused about the shit, but if you really want to get technical about the shit, rap is something that we've been doing. Griots. Even Bobby was saying that shit, King Tim III, the Fatback Band and shit. So I don't know, I hadn't heard none of them, but he was saying that was like according to him, that's like the archetype of the prototype of rap, some shit like this. So you have to find out where King Tim III and the Fat Band from and shit. But anyway, cool Hercules, Hurk. Hey, Hercules is another form of Heru. So when we say that hip hop is a Christ music form, even the guy, or at least one of the guys, I know it's a big thing. Well, he didn't start it. The jams was already going on. He just whatever. But somehow, some way, he became associated with as a pioneer or founder of it. So New York, y'all gotta get y'all shit together. We don't. You niggas gotta figure that out. So y'all the stars of the shit. Hey, you figure we. Now I'm kind of upset about this shit. All these years, and now all of a sudden now it's a big thing. Well, he didn't start it. It was Radio Jam Mario and Disco King Mario. And I've seen his story, and shout out to him too. His story kind of got some legs to it and shit. But at the end of the day, it just really hip hop really just was, from my perspective of it, it just was a party scene, basically the jams as they called them, and think that it was just, and we are partying is was not native to the fucking New York or whatever, block parties and shit like that. So basically, hip hop is basically what became hip hop is just the outgrowth of the of New York party scenes, and then somebody started rapping over beats, rapping over old break beats and shit. But I will tell you this: that's why I tell niggas all the time. This is what makes New York the birthplace of hip hop for real. That's me, the fucking turntables. Can't take that from them niggas. I don't know how the fuck scratching became, and this is fitting too. This is my birthday. We're talking about the jam, hip hop. So I didn't even plan on going this way, but see how the spirit works. But that there, now from what I read, it was man, I really want to tell this goddamn Kool Moe Dee story, man. I don't want to be a part of a nigga roll out. Not saying I don't want to be a part of Kool Moe Dee, but the niggas involved. You don't know, they got shit coming out on them. That's, the juice for them. Boy, that Kool Moe Dee. That goddamn my hotness. That was necessary. Boy, that meant, when they say great minds think alike, all I'm saying is, look, it was a hip hop battle. And one nigga did something that made me say, he's scrambled. He's been shucking. The best way to, it's just like watching a boxing match and a nigga get punched in that bitch, and next thing you know, he started doing some other shit. And this nigga Kool Moe Dee, when I read his book in jail, he was the way I perceived the nigga who lost the battle after the battle. He said the same thing I said. It was the closest only nigga that ever said it. It was like he used to damn me like he read my mind or something. I say, damn, this nigga was right on point. Cause that's the same thing I said when that nigga did that in response to that. I said, ooh, he's hurt. He's hurt. The battle was over. He's hurt. And I read that goddamn Kool Moe Dee. I'm saying that because there was 2 books on hip hop I read. 3. Kool Moe Dee book is a guard on the mic, and I read my boy Grandmaster Flash. That's what Grandmaster Flash either read his whole book or the book with him in it. I can't remember, but I think it was his book. I think it was his autobiography or his biography or something like that. But that's one thing you can't take from them niggas, that scratch, and that is nothing is more hip hop. That shit is, to me, that shit is more hip hop than rap itself, because, like I said, it's more definitive of hip hop as far as the music side of it than rap. Because griots and shit, we've been doing that, and shit, even fucking Johnny Cash, damn, that sound like fucking hip hop and shit. We listen to him, so that fucking turn, that's why that's the most tragic thing to happen in hip hop. On a mainstream level, cause I know you got some. I know like Primo still make tracks where when niggas start putting that scratch in the track, they need to bring that back. But these new young, I'm saying, these young, see the shit is so. That's what I'm saying. Some shit was never supposed to leave. That's one of the really, it's a whole lot of subgenres of rap that's supposed to still be around. That's how you know this shit was. It was a conscious effort to fuck this shit up. The mere fact that you don't have different, I ain't just talking about well, we used to have conscious rap and they kept it, and not just yeah, different form. It was different. The mere fact that we don't have a variety like we used to have is a travesty. But when we lost that, man, come on. God, come on, man. Behold, this metropolis gold. They fucking all city, man. Did it twisted. I bet that shit been in my head fucking for about a couple of days now. But that's a bad motherfucker too. And now the dime of mine they spending. Man, look, bro, when they stop, ain't nothing more hip hop. You a real head, you know what I'm talking about. You probably forgot since there ain't been no much, you know, all this new shit missing the fucking DJ aspect element of it. But that scratch, bro, that Bonus is ready. That QB Rock Trilogy, man. Come on, man. All that shit, bro. Man. That's the fucking, that's hip hop. You knew you was listening to some hip hop shit when that motherfucker came on. I mean, that ain't nothing more hip hop than that fucking scratch. That's New York shit right there. You know, and then it's weird because when I think about it, around the time they started, I'm looking at my guy right, yeah, Screw Zula. So right around the time Screw made the transition, it's like when they started filtering that shit out, like 2001. You know, you let me see, yeah. My 2001, going in the 2000, once we start going into the 2000s, they start slowly fading that goddamn, you know, I'm pretty sure you still had a few, I know goddamn well, about 2004 and shit, scratches was out of there. But I was in jail, but I wouldn't hear radio shit, you wouldn't hear nothing with no fucking scratches and shit in it. But, now I do believe that was some fucking, they did that shit on purpose. They didn't bring that shit back. But anyway, like I say, graffiti ain't nothing but the hieroglyphs and shit all over again. Niggas writing on fucking walls and shit. Break dancing ain't nothing but dancing and shit. DJing though, that's something you can't find. Even you can find records and you can find fucking DJs and shit, disc jockeys from radio stations and all that shit, or just parties and shit. But a nigga going that shit is us. That's nigga that ain't, you can find all shit been around, but that scratch, you can't deny that. That's New York shit too. That's you hear a scratch, you think first thing a nigga, you start seeing subways and shit. You just, oh shit, I thought I was in New York for a minute. Yeah, man, yeah, that's one of the biggest tragedies of hip hop. The fucking death of the fucking scratch. Like, come bring that shit back, cause they ain't gonna win hell, man. Yeah. So anyway, but shout out to Cool Hurk though, man, and whoever else played. Like I said, Disco King Mario, and you know whoever else played a hand in the shit, because you started like it was a joint effort to me, but whatever. But don't try to rule niggas out. Puerto Ricans are niggas too, so I don't even know. Niggas, Puerto Ricans, well, of course they was there. We know Puerto niggas too. So where are we going with this shit? So I'm saying that's how you was. Anyway, let me just time to get off subject. Anyway, there's a legend of Herucules relieving Atlas as a sustainer of the heavens, or Atlas. That's like just another version of Hercules, Tony Atlas. Or in the original, the ceilings of the Dolor, Atlas is the Egyptian shoe honor, the elevator of the sky, and the relief of Atlas by Herucules is equivalent to the relief of Shu by the sun god Ptah as sustainer of all things at Mensa. When a pillar of earth or a tat of Mensa was added to the pillar of heaven, when earth was doubled and the nocturnal sun god passed through the Mensa, or as Ptah or Sakari with his tat is the cross, which is not exclusive to Christianity. Even they stole that shit from Egypt. But anyway, even Christianity itself, Christ is just means the anointed one, which is Horus or Herucules. So they even added nothing to stand. Actually, the biggest thing, the biggest difference between anyway, let me go on with this shit. So you know, we get into it anyway. He was the sustainer of the neither earth who might be said to release shooter's burden of earth. Horus is the prototype. Horus, Herucules, is the prototype of Hercules. And Horus, or Ptah in Amenta, is the mighty Herucules of this Greek fancy, which so often takes the place of the fundamental fact. Basically saying they've covered up the original shit with the Greek version of everything and shit. And after that, the Christian and all this shit there's no trusting the Martian. The Martian, we were talking about the teachers or whatever, something in their Greek or Hindu, Hebrew, or Christian guise, without comparing them with the originals, which is Egypt, Kemet, the original shit. I don't want to read too much. Alright. So we'll stop right here before we get too deep off of this. But, so, this is what I'm telling you. They took everything. The reason why, that I'm saying, even the name Jesus is some Johnny come lately shit. You know what I'm saying? I understand people use that because that's what everybody's so used to, but really it's Hey Roo. You know, I'm Hey Roo. That's me. Us, it's me. Whatever. But listen, now they took Christ and remixed the shit in the Bible for mind control purposes. True, the real, that's why I was saying in that one video, the problem is they took the warrior aspect out of it. You only got one little part of that, we turn over tables and shit or whatever. Other than that, this nigga ain't doing nothing, but everything he doing is the Christ shit too. Healing the blind man and all that shit, running the spirits out of people, all that is real shit. But you mean to tell me he can run spirits out of motherfuckers, but he didn't have enough juice to get these motherfuckers off his ass? That's bullshit. Even the Johnny around the corner got an AK and shoot your fucking head off and run on the wrong way. You mean to tell me Jesus he's healing the blind and running spirits out of motherfuckers and kick the party on, making the wine, turning water into wine and shit, which is very relevant to my birthday and this Virgo shit. We'll get in there in a minute though. But and he couldn't get some dusty. He couldn't get these dusty fucking Romans off of him. He sandal hand bitches. He could get them off him. Come on, man. You gotta know that bullshit. I tell you, that's where the buck stops with me. You looking at me like I'm that nigga. Oh no, not that one. Oh no, I'm the one that. I'm Krishna. Hare Krishna. And we'll get to that in a minute. But let me just make this point right here. That's why he's telling you got to go back to the real shit. Because they did that on purpose so you wouldn't get no bright ideas. Because not only am I a horse, y'all are that too. You're supposed to work. I'm horse, but that is me. But then the other thing about it is it's also the soul within us. So Horus also is a manifestation of the soul. They don't want to wake that part up. That's the fighter in you. See, they can give you this guy, or my Horus statue over there, not him, he's a real deal. They can give you the Bible version of this shit because it's safe for them. He's just kissing the babies and loving the mothers and wading through the water, but he ain't really kicking no ass. No, that's because they took the kick ass part out because they had him in the Bible kicking ass like he's supposed to. You would be like, yeah, we need to be kicking some ass around here. If we are all, if we are joint heirs in the Christ, the Christ is kicking ass. I need to be kicking ass too. It's just like that Martin. It's the same thing they do with Martin Luther King. They promoted him because he kept no disrespect, but he kept you docile. Turn the other cheek. No. You got this nigga, Horace, Herucules does not turn the other motherfucking cheek. He's an ass kicker. Not only does he not turn the other cheek, he came back to kick ass. He's the your whole Hollywood theme of the payback or ancient, like I said, Candyman, all that shit coming back for revenge, or even that Chinese, you did it, man, you killed my brother, all that old shit, all that shit comes from us. That's what all this is, the whole hero shit. That's what I be really thinking that Hollywood now. You guys kind of owe me some shit or something. Your whole shit is based off me. But I'm back to, it ain't even about that. That's not on me. There's bigger things than that we got going on. So we just enjoy the movie. But you motherfuckers. Yeah. But, but they mixed it up. See, Christ is supposed to come back and kick ass. Osiris is the one who was murdered by Set, right? The cross comes from. The cross ain't even a fucking symbol of, and this is a version out there this is a version of the Osiris myth. I don't know, because they be having different versions. But he ain't even a fucking. First and foremost, let me show you what the real cross crucifixion is. Your physical body is the cross. Your soul comes down here and is crucified when it enters the body, or the body, which is the cross. Your body is the cross. When they say you bury your cross, they're saying that you or you picked up your bed. It's much a physical body. When you wake up to the true soul within you, when you snap out of the ego self and wake up to the fact that you are divine, have a divine aspect of you, which is the soul, that's the resurrection. That's hope. When you do that, that's the kick ass. Cause not fuck just the white man or the oppressor or the government and all this other shit. That's the thing too. But I'm saying the first thing you have to do is kick your own ass, which is the physical body. You have to, and I'm gonna say kick ass, what I mean is you have to snap to the fact that it's more to you than just a part of you that's physical. It's more to you than what you can eat, smell, see, hear, touch, and that's the five, right? It's more to you than that. When you get to that sixth sense, that high level, that spiritual level, when you wake up to the fact that it's more to you, you start partaking of things of a spiritual nature, that's when you become Heru or Horus or whatever. That's when you wake up the Horus in you. That's the first, your physical body is the soot or the ass of the donkey. That's your physical body. That's the first thing you do. And then when you do that, you can look out and say, okay, oh, I can see the matrix now. I can see the green. I can see the zeros and ones now. Oh, we kicking ass now. Oh yes. And I ain't obliged to kick ass, especially when they around here still stringing niggas up. Oh yes. Fuck them. Fuck them in the horse they came in on. And I came on them. I think my horses. I think I got a groove of your horse now. I'll show them. I'll show them to you, man. I think my horse is more groovier than theirs. We'll see though. But there's zeros and ones, baby. Can you see it? Even I'm gonna show you what. I'm gonna show you what Neo comes. The whole concept of the one, I'm gonna show that to you. And Herucules that, and y'all can see it's kind of hard to see it, but now, there you can see it now. You should have seen videos of ones. Yeah. Now I got a groovy horse. Mami Yen. Mutu. Ridiculous. The mere fact that y'all just dump waste in the water and fuck the earth up. We'll give it that in a minute. Probably later on down a week, but we should be mad. But see, we don't get mad until it hits home. You don't get mad until it fucks you up personally. Oh no, I take the shit personal how he fucked up Mother Nature. Maybe because I built this motherfucker. And not just me, but I'm gonna say me. I'm gonna be safe about it. Just speak for my goddamn self. Some shit I just don't speak for the niggas when it comes. Niggas ain't gonna speak for me, but this is the cross, the four corners of the world. The earth. Your physical body is your earth. Your soul will be your sun. That's the fucking cross. But so what they did was, if the Bible was real, first and foremost, Christ would have been hung on the front of the cross. Because when you go to the real story, that's why they say you got to go back to the original. The original story, Osiris or the father was hung up, was dismembered by Set. They didn't even know cross. The cross is sacred to Osiris because it is. Because it represents the four corners, the four directions that the energy went into to create the physical earth or whatever. And the square within the circle. To my knowledge, it had nothing to do with no fucking crucifixion. He died. His death and resurrection was being put in the cat. Now the cat, closer you come to that is the cat, where they say they put him in a box. The box is just is this circle right here. And the box or the case or the casket is the square. So you can look at it like that, right? And then the body being dismembered will be the light retracting and then shooting out and becoming the stars in the darkness of space or whatever. But that's the creative myth aspect of it. That's Osiris. When it comes to Christ is the one. Jesus based on Horus, the real fucking Son of God, or only begotten Son. When he comes back, he doesn't die. He comes back and kick ass for motherfuckers who. So even if you was just, so in the real version, it'd be a motherfucker got hung on the cross, or Osiris who got put on the cross. Seeing Jesus would be the one coming back, or Christ would be the one coming back. Not dying, he'd be coming back. And that's like a movie where the good guy, you got two, the antagonist, his brother's father, some shit get killed. Now you know how that's gonna go. He gonna go grow up or whatever, avenge the death of his father, and at the end of the movie, the good guy's gonna win, right? And kill the fucking the son of the father be the pro. Oh, that's another thing I want to say too. I think I fucked up when I said one of them last Leah videos. Leah, in the screw video. I'm a Virgo, so we get particular. So you probably remember this shit. I think I said I said it rained the day I found out Leah died, and the day I found out Screw died or made the transition. It rained, and I think I messed up. The first day I heard rock the boat, it rained. She had made the transition, yeah, but it didn't rain the day she made the transition. But it did rain when Screw made the transition. I just, I thought about that shit later. But anyway, so that'd be like a fucking movie where the fucking good guy doesn't go back, and the shit is about triumph, good. The whole concept of good triumphing over evil comes from Horus versus Set. But that'd be like a movie where the good guy goes to avenge the death of the father and fight the bad guy and fucking lose. It's like, come on, man, that's basically what they did in the Bible. If they would have gave you the real deal story, it would have been no fucking him on. It would have been them motherfuckers getting their head kicked in and shit. That's why I'm saying. That's why we gotta read the real story. You gotta go to Herucules. He kicks Set's ass, puts him in his place, Set and all his fucking affiliates get ran off until get slaughtered in so many words. That's the fucking story. Don't take my word for it. Go read the shit. Go get ancient Egypt light of the world. You'll see it all through there. They give you this bullshit version of it because they're trying to trick you into thinking you have no win in this shit. That's not a thing. You ain't gotta take my word for it. Just read the fucking story. Does it make sense to you? And then they tell you, okay, so they hang them up on the fucking cross and shit in the Bible, but then they give you this shit about the return, and then they give you revelations and shit. Well, after that is Revelation, but Revelation is really more so about the beginning of the fucking planet, the creation story, than it is about some. But then they do got a point where they say he comes in Ecclesiastes. According to the Bible, I haven't read it myself, but they say Ecclesiastes where they say he come back with the blood on the sword and all that. So they give you that right there. Boy, he's never supposed to get his ass. He like he. If anything, he go through some bumps and bruises and shit. But then eventually he comes out of there just like any motherfucker squabbling or any movie you see with the hero and shit. They fight, go through a little something, and they win and shit, right? This nigga he gets nothing. And that's what they want you to think. Because they know he is a representation of you. So they try to program your mind to say, and subconsciously that's telling your mind, you have no fucking win. You're not gonna win. That's not it doesn't work like that. So you have to go to the real shit where the wind is clear. See, this shit is like, well, is he coming back? Oh, but then they say he rose. And you just follow my shit. I done broke all that shit now. I done showed you what it means when they went back to the coffin and he wasn't in there. All that shit. Show you how all that shit comes from a creation myth. All that shit. So everything that they've seen this shit comes from us. You just have to know the fucking real deal of it. They giving you the shit like it was some shit that happened in the past when really these are mythologies that were used to explain the fucking creation of the earth and shit. And it's like Bobby said, he was like, he said this about Kemet, which is right too, because he said you can't just stay stuck there because by Kemet being the most, we'll just say for lack of, by that being Africa, there's so much information concentrated over there. They attacked it the hardest. So a lot of shit got hid over there. But by them just being so focused over there, it's a whole lot of other shit that's spread over the world. That's the same story, just in a different version. So by them destroying so much information over there, you got to go to all the different other places of the world, which is the reassembling of, because even that, the story being spread all over the world in different ways, it's just like the body of Osiris being spread all over. It's your job to go through all the different, from Asia, fucking Eskimos and shit, got shit, yeah, Eskimos, the Slavics, Micronesia. I see some shit over there called the Thompson people of North America. Never heard of them. All kind of shit over here in North America. You have to go, when you start looking at all these different stories, you start getting the real shit. And evil, the evil always gets triumphed over in the fucking end. That's the general theme of all of this shit. But they flip that because this shit is Jewish controlled or whatever. And they are the fucking, and I'm just telling people, you just a regular old Jew with a Jewish faith, hey, and you ain't got no malice in your heart and all that shit. We talking about the ones that are with power and that makes a conscious effort to step on the heads of me and my people. And really everybody. I don't think this shit is about classes more than anything. You ain't in there with them, they don't give a fuck about you. But they shit is called kosher. Fuck them niggas. Let them eat the bullshit. We gonna make sure our shit is the right way and shit. Everybody else can eat slaughter. But what a nigga eat? Yeah. Is that kosher? Because we can't be eating that same shit them niggas eat. The rest of the world eating shit. That shit ain't no good for you. Bleach white sugar. That's the thing I want to say about sugar too. You can eat, but any kind of sugar. Make sure you. But natural cane sugar. I don't want to ruin y'all little shit up because I can't fuck with it till I get my teeth and some shit. But cane sugar is good. You can do it, but you gotta make sure you get the shit out the teeth though, because it's acidic. So you have to brush that shit off. I'm just fucked up. I done fuck my shit up to where I can't. I gotta go see somebody to get my shit right before I get to fuck with anything. Cause I eat too much sugar. Out the top, my shit gonna be super. But I don't want to fuck y'all. You can eat brown cane sugar, bro. Pure cane sugar. As long as it's pure brown cane, the white shit, whatever they use to make it white, they fuck it up. That's what fucks it up. But anyway, that's the problem with But it's some real deal shit in the Bible too. Don't get me wrong. He is doing Christ shit. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that the version of it in the Bible is just totally fucked up. But that's like the main part where they fuck you up at. And that shit about telling you, because I talked to a nigga about niggas. This nigga was. I used to work with a nigga. He was Christian and he watched Christian, listen to Christian rapping on this shit, and I'm, God's child and shit. And you got to eat that pork. The Bible saying supposed to eat. Well, all said he came back though, and in the New Testament it said everything God made is good. So, so now it's alright to eat it, motherfucker. That means gasoline is good. That don't mean you're supposed to drink this shit, motherfucker. These niggas is crazy. But anyway, everything. But is that right? We eat this rat poison then. No. God made it is good. No, it was rat poison. Oh, okay, hell. You don't want to fuck with that? Yeah. Yeah, wretched bitch. These niggas is crazy, bro. But anyway, well, that's how you have to start thinking about it. Well, it's God. They said everything God made is good, so you can eat it now. Why the fuck is still fucking me up? And I eat it, and I throw up, and my head start hurting and shit. Cookie. But anyway, but that's the main part that's fucked up. Then that's the mind control part of it. To give you a controlled version of the Christ, try to play it on so that you won't understand what the real Christ is. And the real Christ is a retribution bringer, an ass whipper, a blocker executioner orderer. I don't give a fuck. I don't know about the other niggas, but I'm hanging the nigga. I ain't just come here to complain about what the fucking Cracker doing. Hey, Cracker's doing it again. Oh, I'm here to tell you I am the man. And I'm a symbol of your reckoning, buddy. You got problems coming. Might not be the. Let me say this. I know us. We have based off our inclination towards instant gratification. I have to say, you might don't think just because you waking up and shit, bullshit still happening. And buddy, one thing I am slated to do is be dictating this book. Coming to the cause of Christ as well as ancient Israelite world. And I came to announce good tidings, brother, and bring good news, and that's part of it. Your little reign is, you're on borrowed time, buddy. Guy, whatever your little groups, Illuminati, or whatever you call yourself these days. You know what you got going on now. You better have fun now. You got an ass whipping coming. You better know that. And not just wicked people, period. See, let me tell you something, man. Got the baby girl again. It's like I said, it's the anniversary of her. Well, yesterday was, but for me it was. I found out today on my birthday in 2002. Well, 2001, August 26th. But let me say this first. I want to go into the Christian thing, which is another version. There's another version of Herucules, but he's an ass kicker, just like Hercules. You think of Hercules, you don't see Hercules is Jesus, is Christ too. Because he comes from the original Christ, the Lord. But when you think of Hercules, you think of a motherfucker kicking ass. When they talk about the 12 labels of Hercules, they talking about the 12, the sun passing through the 12 zodiac signs. Sun, Christ, Heru, Horus, Hercules. He came to kick ass. You don't think, see, if you take the motherfucker in the Bible, you put him next to her, you don't think, when you think of the motherfucker in the Bible, just see, this is what I'm saying. And if you too young to know who Hercules is, go look him up. Watch some movies on him. Hercules is a fucking ass whipper. He's a hero. You don't think of the fucking guy in the Bible as when you think of Hurk, I know the older heads my age, a little younger, a little older, give or take, I know exactly what the fuck I'm talking about. You think of Hercules, you think of a motherfucker that kick ass. When you think of the way they got his motherfucker in the Bible, two different things, ain't it? Just think about it. Two different things. You don't think of him as no ass, but you think of this nigga as and like Bible says, Jesus, not the educated. You think of him, you know, a fucking pie baker and shit. There ain't nothing wrong with baking pies. I'm baking my own pies one day. This nigga's not kicking no ass, bro. He trying to flip tables on this shit. Like I said, you got all this magical power, bro, and you can't keep these people out of your ass, man. You know, Tommy T got a Tommy gun around the corner. If he wanted to, he can. As long as running his shit, he just so desires to fuck. He can at least fire them hoes up and go to war with him. This nigga ain't even. This nigga ain't got a warp on his body outside, turning them goddamn tables over. You just. Then you have to take what I'm telling you and put that with the original version of the original version of Horus of Christ, which is Herucules. That's his thing. War. He's a warrior. When he comes back, that's one of the main things he came from. In order to get the fucking, let me get to this fucking shit. But anyway, let me get to Christian. Let me get to Christian tonight. We're gonna get to Christian. I ain't got enough time to. I'm gonna come back and let me get into Christian. Let me show y'all this stuff. I want to do this bottle from my birthday. Show you some shit. How you know this shit is real in the field. You think that nigga just talking? We all Christian. No, we all. But I'm gonna tell you some shit about me. What that was. 2008. Hold on, let me say. Now, Krishna, I cover all aspects of this shit. On one hand, you got the Herucules of the Herucules, which is one that born December 25th, like Christ and all that, Jesus or whatever. Like I said, you got different aspects of him. But then, the conception of his Virgo is sacred to him too, because that's what you call the Venom Matrix, or when the harvest season begins, the grape gatherers. That's why I was saying about the my guy from 5 Heartbeats. I think his name was Michael Vitti, but I was just reading about Osiris. And Osiris, one of the things he was known for was viticulture. I was like, viticulture, what's that? So I had to go look it up. Viticulture is grape harvesting and whatnot. Take it a step further, cut the TV on today, see some shit called Falcon Crest. Now what drew me to it, I think I seen it before, but I kind of forgot what it was. But the name drew me to me. My hood is right, my block, the apartment that I'm from is Raven Crest. We just call it the Crest. Falcon, the Falcon is sacred to Horus. That's it. But what made me go look? I ain't know it was some new shit or some old shit, but I went to it. It's some old shit. It just happened. The episode I went to today that was on was what was it? But yeah, so I went to the shit, and it was so I watched about 5 minutes of it. I'm not really in a soap opera, but it was the episode that aired in what? Yeah, it said the episode aired in November 1983 or whatever. Some old shit or whatever. And so you know what, I sat there and watched it for a few minutes. And the motherfucker started talking about some shit called Melissa's Vineyard. You know, vineyard, that's the grape shit. Extra cheap, the Christ, when they talking about Jesus or the vine and Jesus and all that, that's based off of Herucules the the Virgo, uh, Virgin Mother. The sign of one of the signs of the Virgo is the sheep or the wheat, about fish and bread. Or when you look at Horus, and when you look at Horus, one of the symbols of Horus stands on some crocodiles. In Egypt, crocodile was considered the great fish. When the sun, when you get the zodiac sign, the Virgo sign sits directly across. Basically, the Virgo and the Pisces sign are twins, but the Virgo sits above, and the Pisces will be right here. So when the sun overhead is Virgo, it's like Horus with his feet on the two crocodiles. So the head will be up here, the body be down here, with the Pisces at it will. But that's called the V in the Matrix as well. But that's where the whole turning water into wine thing comes from. But in 2000, I just thought that was interesting. That was to show you how shit be lining up. Like I said, I was just reading that video culture thing, the video culture thing, and god damn, do that shit. Anyway, I was just reading the video culture thing. I'm a social team, man. I was just reading the video culture thing, and went to turn TV on, and that shit, turned to that shit, and they was talking about that menu shit. But anyway, in 2008, now mind you, this is before I even read anything on Krishna and all that or whatever. I was still pretty much, I was bumping into different things through the Secret Teachers of All Ages book. For the most part, I was just on Kamite type shit or whatever. So I didn't know so much about Krishna, but the crazy thing about it was, at this time, there was a white guy that sat across from me that we used to call Buddha. He was in Buddhism and whatnot. And I think he was the first book I ever read on the chakras came from him. It was either him or my Rastafarian partner. I think my Rastafarian partner gave me a Rastafarian book, and I think it had chakras in it too. One or two anyway. But anyway, my birthday that year was just like this week, damn near. It either Wednesday. I think it was a Wednesday. Matter of fact, I think it was just like this year. I think it was a Wednesday. But I said, man, I'm gonna do a 3-day fast. So I ain't gonna do nothing but drink water till my birthday. Then when my birthday come, I'm gonna eat or whatever. Man, it's funny, this shit about the cake shit, man. It's all this shit is coming around. Damn, I should have read this shit right now. But anyway, I'll get into that. But anyway, because it was like, it was funny because when I done that shit, I started that Sunday. Man, it seemed like that Monday, all these niggas on the road, I was gonna start making cakes and shit. You know, at Panel, niggas knew I made cakes. I'd take cookies from Commissary and crush them hoes up. And then mix them with hot water, whatever, whip them up. And then take frosting from the cookies and shit, and do all kind of, you know, put candy balls and, you know, all kind of different concoctions and shit. But they know how to make cakes in that motherfucker. It seemed like every nigga that mama wants to make a fucking. I'm sitting there, oh my God. I'm sitting there fasting and shit, and I'm smelling these niggas making all these cakes and shit. And you think them niggas was taunting me or something, but it wasn't that, because I didn't really even tell niggas I was fasting and shit like that. But I was like, God damn, but it was funny that shit happened. And even that was some Krishna type shit. We'll get it out a little later, but so I fasted for 3 days, and then in that morning of my birthday, I broke my fast and went and ate or whatever. Don't you know that Krishna's birthday is the same fucking day as mine? and they say a 24-hour fast is. I did 3. It's a 24-hour fast is observed. Now this is the way I get it with the book, but for the source, but I'm telling you how I got it. They said I was gonna put this in the book, but I'll go ahead and give it to y'all next. Fuck it. You can get too many more. This type of shit, I'm sorry. This type of shit I'm finna start holding on to. And I can get this shit a mile a minute, but I give y'all this one. I give y'all this one, but I got some shit with Lillard, man. I got another story coming in. I'm gonna give you a little bit of that one too, but it's another part of that shit you gotta get the book for. But anyway, you gonna see why you wanna get the book after this shit. When I tell you a story about the Lillard, man, that nigga's a bad motherfucker. I know I'm probably gonna, you know how long you gonna be around, because, when winter come around, they all go do whatever, they retreat and shit, but this nigga be coming, he fucks with the kid heavily. I'm gonna show you what I mean in the next one. But look, it said Krishna's birthday is celebrated on the 8th day of the fortnight between August and September. Now, I've been seeing this shit I've been knowing it for about a couple of weeks now, but I never knew what the fuck a fortnight was. But I was like, the mere fact it was in August, it's like, yeah, I know he's an aspect of Herucules. Then my birthday and all that shit. Then the 8th night, eight, one of my numbers and shit. August is the 8th month. My birthday was 26. 2 plus 6, that's 8. But I never knew what the fuck a fortnight was. Saw the video game. I didn't even never heard of this shit till the video game. So I said, let me go look up what a fucking fortnight was. A fortnight is 14 days. So I said, okay, let me figure this shit out. So if a fortnight is 14 days, and it's between August and September, that means from the day of August that I could count 14 days forward and land on September the 1st, that's when the fortnight would start, right? If it's between August and September, which would make this day the 18th, because 14 days from the 18th would bring you at September the 1st. But if it's the 8th day, that means that it's the 26th, because 8 days from the 18th is the 26th. So I did the math on that shit. I said, well, ain't that a fucking bitch? And they said a fucking fat, and I didn't know nothing about this. I didn't know nothing about this shit. This is news to me. I just learned about this shit with the Krishna's birthday and all that shit. So I said, ain't that about a... And I would say, how fast is just... that was based on some, some... I forgot what made me fat. I think it was some... I was just on some 5% shit, really. I was just on the cool. I ain't a Muslim. I don't fast with them with the whole Ramadan and shit like that. But even though I even heard Ramadan, I had to find it. But Ramadan really ain't as deep as you guys really. From what I read on Ramadan, I had to find it. That shit really just came from a time where the pickings was slim, and niggas had to go 40 days fasting because the fucking food source was low. Around that time, I don't. That's the best way I can explain it to you right now. That's from what I read. That's the origin of this shit. Which would be around the time like February or something like that, if I'm not mistaken. When they had to wait for the food to start back blossoming and shit, or something like that, or something. I'm scrambling it up. I have to find, I think, somewhere here. It's one of these books I didn't read. But and then Bobby was saying that the Camites always fasted. He said they fast every day. They didn't eat. He said they didn't eat till after they didn't eat till nighttime came around anyway, or after somewhere late in the day and shit. They only ate one time a day, he said. And that kind of makes sense because I ain't gonna lie, I damn near grew up like that. Like, I used to nigga get up. You know, when they got home, when the niggas was going to school and shit, I pretty much didn't even. I'm not gonna say that, but it did a lot. I just feel like this. It used to be a lot of times where I didn't even give a fuck about eating until late on in the day or whatever. But I don't want to put too much on it because the nigga did a lot, you know, chicken tenders and shit, a la carte and all that. So, you know, I ain't gonna. It makes it sound like I just never ate lunch before, or I don't eat lunch, or whatnot, like or whatever. But I relate. What I'm trying to see is I related to what he said when he said that because a lot of times I put like a lot of times I would get up and really wouldn't even be hungry and shit till later on in the day. The only reason nigga really be hungry at fucking lunch because you in there smelling and shit and seeing the food and shit or whatever. But if I get up and eat breakfast every day, yeah, you get used to it. But if I was to get up and get myself out of it, then I won't even be fucking hungry till shit, unless I'm around food or whatever till later on in the day. But anyway, I don't want to put too much on it. But let me stop this right here. But that Krishna thing. One more thing. That part on Mad Max when he bathing in milk, Krishna said, Juggernaut, when he used to come, his celebrations used to come around, he used to bathe statues of him in milk or whatever. So that's Krishna shit too. And it's another part, book shit though. But y'all stay tuned. Peace.